Hello and welcome back to Teslanews. My name is Marian and I'm your host today, and I'm covering with you some major updates coming from China. Then we will look into this Cybertruck for Europe, FSD coming to Europe, ? And more news from this channel today. So if you're new here, do consider subscribing, and we will start with the Chinese news because we have great numbers. 56,000 cars were sold in September. That is a new record, but what is really important with these numbers is 52,000 coming to China. Yes, the market that everyone was criticizing, the market where the so-called bears were saying, well, Tesla is gonna struggle in China. They are just exporting cars, but they are not selling enough cars in China. Yes, they did. 52K. That is a massive new high. And yes, of course, there are other brands competing with Tesla in China, but guys, it's a huge market, so we always have to take that in mind. BYD, by that means, was actually leading here, actually being the first time in front of Tesla, which is as well how the market is working. BYD is in China a major brand, and of course they are also in other countries, but not as much as Tesla when it comes to the total sales worldwide. So you can take it, Tesla is concentrating on the European market right now. And despite that, they have achieved in the last month of this quarter the focus, and they made it really good, and they achieved a new record, and that is something we can be really happy about. And the stock currently at that moment where I'm doing this video is reacting really good on that. We are above $800 again, so it looks like the stock price could hit new highs much sooner than expected. Looking to the FSD, people have bought the package in Europe. People had the chance to have the simple steps of using the FSD. But again, there are a lot of regulators out there, and there's not much happening in the past years. But in the United States, as we know, we have the beta version. And Elon said he believes that by end of next year, so end of 2022, Tesla will be able to have full FSD in Europe, because they will prove to regulators in the United States first that everything is going perfect, and then in Europe. What you're looking inside here is something revolutionary. I honestly tell you that's something I didn't catch in the first place. But what they actually done here is that Tesla is providing us with some information how they want to get connected the battery pack and the seats. And what it looks like Tesla is really doing a new strategy on how they produce cars. You have the body frame, but usually you would have the battery coming from the bottom, and then you have the body frame. And now we do know that the new battery cells will be in the structural body inside. But what could happen right now is, what they will do is that they take the body of the battery, and they have the seats on it, and they just put on top the body and pull it through. And this would mean that we have another step where Tesla finds a way to save time, to be more efficient. And just imagine all these videos from car makers where you have them moving with the robot, the seats in a really weird angle inside the body of the car. So to avoid this is a really good way of doing that. So Tesla again trying to be great in making things more efficient, and that is what it is all about. Next topic is the Cybertruck. Yes, we have to talk about the Cybertruck because the Cybertruck is a product a lot of people in Europe are asking for, and people have been struggling to understand if a Cybertruck would come to Europe anytime soon. The honest answer is no, there won't be any Cybertruck soon in Europe, but we know that Elon is really trying to get it here very soon. So what will happen is we will see the ramp up of the Cybertruck in Austin, and here in Grünheide we have the concentration on Model Y, Model 3, and maybe the compact EV, which is coming later in 2-3 years. For the Cybertruck, the challenges we have in Europe is that based on the weight the car has, and if you have people inside and you have load on the car, then you get into a situation where the weight is as big as a truck driver is capable of driving. And you need to have a different license as a truck driver, and this is something barely people have. I mean, I'm not saying there are no truck drivers, but if you take the percentage based on the entire society here in Europe, there is much less people that have this driver license. So Tesla has to find a way either to have an exception, or they have to find a way to reduce the weight so people can actually drive the car, because that wouldn't be possible. Furthermore, the metallic frame has to meet standards here in Europe, and that's something that will be challenging for Tesla. But Elon mentioned that he's really trying to do its best to accommodate all the needs that are possible or that are needed to go forward in having the Cybertruck at some point in Europe. Next point, when we look in a moment to Austin, we do know that Tesla has moved the headquarters to Austin, and that now they are going to get a new building in California as well. But what is interesting is they are currently they have created over 5,000 jobs in Austin. And this is not only the factory itself, but it is also the entire area that is profiting from this side. On the other hand, we know that the prices for living costs in California are really high, and a lot of people have moved to Texas to avoid that, as well as the taxes, of course. But the prices here are skyrocketing. I mean, the house prices are going up by like 40-45%. So it's pretty insane what's happening here in the area of Austin, especially as more companies are moving out here. So we do have as well the non-disclosure agreement, which Tesla did with those using the FSD beta version, and now there are another 1,000 new beta version users out there right now, and this will continue to grow. And this non-disclosure agreement is actually cancelled. It's not existing anymore after some critics understood the agreement as if Tesla owners are not allowed to share any of their experience online. Despite the agreement, people did that, and that's what Elon said, that based on that he is just going to cancel it. So if we summarize what just happened again in just a short period of time in the Tesla space, as we could call it, we do see that Tesla is really moving forward. China is just doing what it has to do to move cars out there, and Grünheide and Austin are really close for production, and that's what Wedbush as well said, that they are saying that they are at the right place at the right time, having the right amount of factories, new factories coming into the market, which is growing rapidly. So everything is going perfect, and I think we should enjoy that, right? And I do expect more great news coming very soon when it comes to the first production cars. So thank you very much for listening today, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you very much.